wonder what the new tagline is for duels if they're trying to do the anti-drug campaign for those.
I have no idea. I can't remember the last time I've seen like an ad on YouTube for them.
Yeah, I haven't had to deal with the DARE program since elementary, so I wouldn't know myself at this point.
Yeah, ever since I turned like 19 or 20, like I stopped getting those ads like from like YouTube and like the internet and stuff that like was like don't vape, which is like cool. I don't anyways.
Yeah.
Like I'm not. You don't need to show these to me.
Yeah, weird how that works out, honestly. All right, looks like we're getting at least one big stage here, either Fire Capital or the modified Treetop. Personally, I prefer Fire Capital between those two just because you have that nice open space in the middle, but Treetop, you do get nice platform layout for laddering people.
All right, we are going to Treetop here. We are going to see some frog violence coming out here.
Yep.
Beating each other up.
A lot of pacifism going on.
Very pacifistic right now. They're pacifying each other.
They're using their pacifists.
And we got the brothers fighting as well.
Yeah. Yeah, it feels like there's a lot more back and forth in this than compared to some of the earlier matches on stream, because normally there'd be at least one stock gone by now, but both these teams are doing a good job just keeping their spacing and helping out their partner when they're in trouble, so that way they're not losing stocks.
Right, yeah, it feels like a lot more, more methodical match than some of the previous, like Slobber Knockers have been.
Yep. And the
Lucius lives as well.
Wow.
Just by the the skin on his teeth. I don't know.
Yep.
I think that's the saying.
By the length of his tongue.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
And there's that bubble.
There's a bubble, as we were talking about earlier, just coming in to save him. Coming directly back and just fighting Meechole. I think that's probably what his tag is. Managing to make it back to stage. The backer is going to cross up his DI, and I think that the same thing went for Sethix on Danzello. They just backered, I think.
Yep. Oh, that's shiny. Actually managing to knock away both of the blue team, giving the red team a bit of stage control there. And
yeah.
They've been doing a good job of keeping the blue team separated, because it's like they'll separate them into one side for each player, so that way they don't have to worry about their backs and they can just fight to their heart's content.
Right, yeah. This kind of just feels like two singles matches going on right now. It's just like occasionally someone else comes in and is like, hey, you need to stop that.
Yep.
And then they go away.
Exactly.
Red team is having a bit of an advantage at the moment, though, in terms of stock count. But Danzello's not in the most favorable position. Does manage to find his way back on stage, though, and is fighting Sethix. Where did he go? Why? How did he end up down there? What's happening with the frogs?
A lot of trading of similar moves, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I'm actually kind of like getting them a little bit mixed up, because like Meechole is like red with the blue outline, and like Lucius is like blue with the red outline.
Yeah.
So it's like a little bit confusing to watch. I'm just like, which one is which?
Yeah, I am so glad that they added the thicker outlines to the characters.
Oh yeah, it used to be so difficult to tell your teammate in doubles. The backer is going to steal out Sethix's stock. It's a mouthful to say.
Yep.
Putting the bubble there to try to ledge trap Meechole there.
Yep, all pops him up.
Try to find this kill up out on Meechole. Just the fair bounce is going to do it.
Yeah, good combo between those two teammates. They're just waiting and following up on their opponent's attack in order to be able to keep it going.
Yeah, just putting pressure in safe situations so that if one of them's in a bad situation, the other's not going to get caught up in it.
Exactly. I mean, that's really the sign of a good doubles team, just being able to coordinate with your partner like that. And between that, their combos and their ability to just keep the center of stage, it's making it a lot easier for them to try and maintain control of this match, because when you're split up in a doubles match, you're really fighting on your own, and that makes it a lot more difficult to be able to come back, because you could essentially be dealing with 2 people when you're trying to recover.
Oh.
Maybe not the stage they wanted?
Yeah. Look at them like it's not.
I don't know, having some sort of conversation about it here.
Everyone is on the right tags, but it's looking like it's Lucius and Danzello that are talking.
Yeah, maybe they accidentally jumped the gun on clicking the stage there. So every time I see the stage, it's like there's so much going on in the background there. Or it can be a little distracting if you ask me.
Something's going on out
Okay.
there. Oh, I gotta figure it out. I'm not sure. I have no idea what the issue at hand even was, but whatever it was, they got it working. So.
Yep.
Yeah, starting out with a little bit more of that back and forth that we saw last game. Like neither team is really at an advantage at the moment.
Yep.
The red team is in a pretty favorable spot, and there goes Meechole's first stock.
Yeah, unfortunate DI there on that.
Meechole almost accidentally killing Sethix, but does manage to live.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely hard with the characters that are on the stage because Zetterburn alone just has the ability to erase his stock if you're off player, so you really have to be careful about your positioning.
Yeah.
Yeah, once again, the red team...
Oh no! I think that's a misinput on the direction of the up B from Meechole, and suddenly blue team is down by a pretty significant margin because of that.
Yeah, this is going to be a little rough to recover from when you're losing a stock like that, because you got to keep these stocks as long as you can, especially if you need to share one with your teammate later on.
Yeah, it's just like not a thing that blue team can really do anymore. It does manage to find a stock onto Lucius though, and that is going to kind of even up the game. Yep. Blue team's not out of it by any means.
Yeah, they just need to find some way to take the stock off of Danzello real quick, and they can even it right back up.
Yeah, absolutely, and Meechole's in a prime spot to do it. Lucius almost kills Sethix, but I think that the spacing on the down strong was actually just a little bit sour.
Could have been, because it feels like with that much charge, that should have killed it 100%.
Oh, absolutely. On most on most stages, even the sour spot would have.
Exactly.
Finds the stock on Meechole, but Meechole takes from Sethix, who actually just goes out directly afterwards.
Yeah, now this is a really rough spot.
Yeah, Meechole's only really hope is to find a stock on like Lucius right now.
Yep.
It almost looked possible there, but he got interrupted by Danzello, and then started hitting Danzello and got interrupted by Lucius.
Yep.
It's looking pretty rough for him at this point, but it's not out of the question.
Oh no, the dart actually jumped him up into the bubble there.
Okay. Starts fighting Danzello.
Yeah, that's one of the key things you can do in a 1v2 situation. Changing up who you're targeting constantly can really keep your opponents on their feet. So as long as you're able to keep yourself from being predictable, you can still manage to find ways to come back in these kind of situations. But
yeah, just like dash dancing the corner and like Danzello's just like, no, stop that.
Yeah, got a little bit too caught up in the dancing there. Man.